All right.
All right.
Well, this is Andy from Old Dog Lacrosse, and I have with me tonight the Baker family, the famous Trip and crew. So thanks, guys, for joining me.
Thank you.
Um, so I see we got Coach here and Trip. Anybody else around?
Savannah's behind us here. She'll
Yeah.
make an appearance here in a second.
She's the camera person. Hi, Savannah. And Jennifer's busy, right?
She's getting her hair done. So,
Yeah.
I
Well, that's important too.
I know.
So, I figured we'd get started with some easy questions, and I'm gonna make this a little bit interesting for you, Trip. I'm gonna keep points, and if you get enough points, I got a prize for you. If that works. All right. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You feeling ready?
Yes.
All right. So Trip is an interesting name. I've gotten the background about it, but to start us off, I'm going to ask you if you've heard of any of these things. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
A triple play.
No.
You don't know what triple play is? Well, that's because you play lacrosse. That's a baseball term. How about Trip Advisor?
TripAdvisor.
Let's go. TripAdvisor. You know what TripAdvisor is?
You know what? Dad can help too.
TripAdvisor. If you're going on a trip,
Yep.
what do you need to look? What do you do when you go on a trip? You get a what? No? Blank? No.
Yeah.
Trivago.
I don't know.
All right, this one Dad can answer. How about Jack Tripper?
Jack Tripper?
That's
Yeah,
probably
two,
way
yeah,
before
two wonderful roommates.
Yeah.
Three's
Three's
Company.
Company. All right. And the song Day Tripper, could you tell me what band that was from? And it wasn't Metallica.
Grammy's favorite band.
Beatles?
You
Beatles?
got it.
Good boy.
All right. That was a good warm-up round. So, Trippy, I see you're a lover of all sports. And, we're here primarily to talk about lacrosse, but I'm not sure if there's a sport you don't play. I see you dabble a little bit in the football. I see you throw on the goalie pads in hockey.
Mm-hmm.
You play other hockey positions as well?
I play right wing.
Yeah, right wing.
I see you've, we'll get to all these awesome people you've met, all these famous people, but I see that you may have met the greatest of all when it comes to hockey. And he played on such great teams as the LA Kings and the Oilers, and that's it. He didn't play on any other teams that were worth talking about.
No, he didn't play in the Rangers or anything, did he?
Nah,
No?
totally not.
No, I didn't think so.
I see there seems to be something with orange. Could you explain the orange color?
Orange is like our cancer logo. So
The ribbon, right?
yeah, like
The
the
ribbon.
ribbon.
Yeah.
What's it
That's
for?
what supports cancer.
Okay. And was orange always a favorite color, or?
Orange, yeah. It was one of my bright favorite colors.
Okay. We're going to go into a multiple choice. Do you know what multiple choice questions are?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I hear you're quite the Fortnite player.
Mm-hmm.
And
I can see you.
I'm embarrassed to say I don't really play. I'm not all that familiar with it. But my
Mhm.
question for you is, do you know where the original meaning of the word Fortnite, I'm going to give you some options and you need to tell me what it is. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Is it A, an evening where you sleep in the fort? B, a battle royale game in which you dance and destroy zombies? C, a period of time lasting 2 weeks? Or D, a period of time lasting 4 months?
Well, Savannah's helping.
I learned about this in Shakespeare.
Wait.
In Shakespeare, you want to know what
So the
Yeah, it's a
the
fort.
real
Isn't it?
the real term for Fortnite?
It's not battle royale. That's for sure.
Well,
I'll give you that.
It's the
I think it's A, but I'm not sure. Don't
It's
listen
all right.
to me.
Take your time.
C.
C.
You got it. Point right there.
Oh, Shakespeare for nothing.
Thank you, Savannah.
And you didn't even get the help from coach. You got the help from the assistant coach.
She
Yeah.
didn't even think it was.
I thought it
You
was-
got the
No,
right
she
one.
got it. She got it. She got it. She was on it.
So Speaking of coach, I hear your dad's a pretty good coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell me the best thing he's taught you about lacrosse?
The best thing about lacrosse that he's taught me is when you hit 3 fights, you get a goal.
3 pipes and you get a goal. Yeah.
And the net. That's the best things that he's taught me.
All right. So, Coach,
Yes, sir.
I see you run camps in your area, and it's part of an educational collective. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, there's not a lot of people, and we kind of try to keep the kids involved as much as we can with whatever we can. And the education collective allows you to write grants basically and run your own show. And I figured, what a better way to get sticks in hands.
Yeah.
It costs virtually nothing. I think I charge the kids $20 and they get to keep a stick. And Universal
That's
Lacrosse,
better than nothing.
no, Universal Lacrosse has been really good getting us very good deals on sticks.
And they're nice.
And yeah, they're nice sticks. And it's just worked out really well. Probably half the kids we've been able to matriculate to our team has been directly from those summer camps. So girls and boys both. So it's been very very lucrative the last 3 years for us.
Yeah.
I know now that we're truly affiliated with US Lacrosse, we're going to work into getting some first stick money and bringing out a couple more grants to the team and trying to build up some winter and fall ball as well.
Nice.
The community college has been really nice. We're working out a deal to use their mini gym for free, which is fantastic. And
That is
like I said, it's snowing now, so we were out shooting the other day, and it's just cold. You're in Massachusetts, it's cold.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, you guys are in Wyoming.
Yep, we are.
I'm not even sure how many people can point out Wyoming on the map.
Well,
No
if they can find Colorado, we're just north. So most laxers know where Denver is. So just go north about 6 hours, and there
That's
you go.
true. And am I pronouncing it right? Is it Sweetwater Lopes?
Sweetwater Lopes.
Yes.
Lopes for
It's
antelopes.
not Lopez.
Not Lopez.
More
Nope.
antelopes than people.
That's right. More antelopes than people in Wyoming. So
And,
we are indeed the Lopes.
And you mentioned the team is a homage to Tripp.
Well, I when we moved down and lived in Southern California before Tripp was born, I had a bunch of kids at the high school I taught at asked to start a team. They knew I played some club ball in college and I played in high school, and I couldn't say no. And so he and his sister both grew up on the field with sticks in their hands. And
That's the way to be.
we moved up here, and 6 months after moving here, he was diagnosed and with leukemia, and we knew nothing about the cancer, and we had no idea about Wyoming. We had grandpa who lived about 2 hours away, and that was it. We had nobody, no friends, we were renting an apartment. We had nothing. And I remember the one thing he asked for was, when he's better and when he can, we have a team. We make a team. He said, "Dad, you've done it before. I want you to do it again, and I want to play lacrosse. And I'm going to beat this because we need a team here, and it's going to be my team." And yeah, I mean, were you gonna say no? I had the die was cast at that point, so we knew he was gonna beat this. It's he is among the lucky, but
5 year.
truly remarkable. But the year after he had his transplant, we put it together. I wrote a first stick grant. We got one, and we went from having 13 kids with sticks to 30, and it right off the ground. So funny how things work out.
You guys can relax a little bit too. I think you're very handsome guys, but you don't have to sit quite so close if you want to relax a little bit.
I've got this. I'm a Skype novice, my friend. So you and your excellence,
I am far from an expert at this stuff. So, okay. So I got another question for you, Tripp. You ready?
Here you go.
Okay.
Your father had a nickname too when he played in high school. Do you have any idea what it is? Just take a stab at it. It might become his new nickname.
You know it?
You told me once, and that was like I was asking you weird questions, and you were like, my nickname is
Ball free.
Well, if you gave him a nickname, what do you think it would be?
Macho Man.
Macho Man.
There you go. There's a new one.
I don't know.
Well, you're Trip, the third, and I'm what?
Ricky.
You're Junior.
No, not Junior. Close.
There's another good nickname. This is great. This segment is come up with new nicknames for Rick.
Sumo.
Sumo.
I don't think that was that big.
They call me Thick, but no, that's not not what it was. I don't. I've maybe told Savannah this once, and I've
Not
maybe
dinner.
told you, and I told Andy, but
Ricky? Yeah, your name
no,
is
Ricky's what Mom called me, what Grandma called me.
We'll keep it a secret. We'll move on to the next question.
The dog.
Here we go. We're gonna pass on that one.
Maybe if we get enough interest, we can go over this in part 2. But your family's helping you out quite a bit today, which is great, Savannah and Dad. And you guys have an amazing family, and you've been through the gauntlet. And I was wondering if you guys could talk a little bit about the whole hashtag TripStrong22 and what it is and what it means.
Well, like Trip Strong was like something that we thought of that would show that like everything, but it would show that like my name and I'm like strong, and yeah.
So, well, what else do we?
So when were you diagnosed with leukemia?
Remember the date?
April?
December 26th, day after Christmas.
Oh yeah.
And how old were you?
I was 6,
7.
7.
Yeah.
And what was that like for everybody?
It was weird. Very weird.
Yeah. But you know what? You guys, like your dad said, you've been through a lot, and he had no doubt in his mind that you guys were going to come out of this okay, and you have. And just this year marked 5 years that you have been cancer-free, which is quite the accomplishment and pretty amazing. And I saw that you got a nice kind of gift for it, a stem cell birthday gift, and it was pretty sweet, customized orange lacrosse stick. And
Yeah.
shout out to all the guys that did an awesome job throwing that together, including your dad and Alpha Lacrosse. I like the Ascension quite a bit. I've never seen, that's a one-of-a-kind orange head there. Zombie Mesh for giving you that nice mesh, and Burn by Lax for everything that they've done. So it's pretty amazing. Can you talk a little bit about a stem cell birthday for people who don't know what that is, or a dad, somebody?
So, stem cell birthday is the day of my bone marrow birthday. Like the day that I got my bone marrow.
The day you had your transplant, right?
Yeah.
And
What
did we learn? What did we just learn on your 5-year that makes your stem cell transplant so unique now?
That's cured.
That they don't, what do they not do anymore? Did you catch that? They don't do it anymore.
They don't.
What? Go ahead.
So they don't go after like people anymore. They like check your family, and then like if you get it again, you immediately go to your mom or dad. Now
They found that the stem cell treatment, the viability wasn't there.
Yeah.
And that what was happening was that kids who were getting the stem cell transplants weren't making it. They were either relapsing or they were passing away.
So it's some miracle that it all worked out, and just kind of shows how strong you are, right?
They're pretty amazed. He did have a secondary experimental transplant at the same time. They took T cells from placenta of an unrelated host, and they gave him those as well.
Yeah.
And for those of the folks that are watching that don't know, they think, oh my gosh, there's, a bone marrow transplant stem cell, it's horrible. They've been able to make this process down to where it's a transfusion through a central line.
Yeah.
And it's painless to the person who's receiving it. We push people. Go get checked. Go drop your DNA. Go get swabbed. Go whatever. If you were a donor, if they were found that you were a match for an individual, there's 7 shots that you get, and you're done, and you've just saved somebody's life. It's something that we speak about quite a bit. People ask us to come and present.
Yeah. Speak
to other kids, speak to families who potentially will have to have this.
Yep.
It's life-saving. And it's such an easy thing to get on the list.
Yeah.
Really, the odds of you actually having it happen are slim. Being pulled as a marrow donor is very slim. But the one time that you do, you just saved a life. You just saved a life.
Yeah.
And we were told that we could find out who his stem cell donor was, and we were all excited about that. But really, how it turns out is when stem cells are donated, they're just donated. It's anonymous.
Yeah.
The sex of the donor, the gender, and the approximate age, and that's it. So we were very excited to try to, we'll write them, we'll find out who it is, but somewhere in the world, somebody saved his life. And it's as easy as going and getting a swab or donating when you have your child.
And you guys are both childhood cancer awareness advocates. And, I think what you're doing is great. You've already been through this whole ordeal and, come out on the other side of it, but that's not the end of it for you. You're trying to help other people. And I think I really appreciate that. Cancer has touched all of us in one way or another, everybody. And I have an American Cancer Society Relay for Life team that, I care a lot about and work very hard every year to raise money towards cancer and to work on cancer awareness and work towards a cure. I think that what you said is really important. And, if you can maybe give me some of the information, I'm more than happy to put it in the link underneath the video, so people could go see where they can help.
Exactly. And it is as simple as just calling the hospital. Up here, I'll tell you what. Somebody's at the door. Let me go check real quick. Trip, you keep talking to Andy. Right. I'll be right back.
I got some easy questions for you, Trip, if you're ready.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So, you're quite the hockey player and you're quite the lacrosse player. Mm-hmm. The same question I posed to Joe Nardella. If you had a choice to become a professional hockey player or a professional lacrosse player, which would you choose?
Lacrosse.
Oh, that was a quick answer. I like that. So we're going to go into a little lightning round here, and I don't have the sound effects and the fancy noises, but it's going to be a lightning round where you pick one or the other. Okay, you ready? STX or Warrior?
Warrior.
Green Bay Packers or the Denver Broncos?
Green Bay.
Boston Bruins or the New York Rangers?
Rangers.
That's an incorrect answer. I'm going to dock you a point for that. RG3 or Trip Strong 22?
Me.
So what's the 22? Where does that come from?
That's the number that of what's his name?
Is that one of your favorite numbers?
Many. There's 3 of them, remember? Well, come on. Tell him. What's his name? Play for Syracuse. Come on, buddy. The original CP. Powell. Yes, Casey Powell. Come on, buddy. The legend, exactly.
I think 22 is probably the most prominent number in the lacrosse world in terms of amazing players, especially early on, long before I played, long before any of us played. We talked a little bit about Casey Powell, the number 22. Your dad brought up Syracuse. I'm just tallying up your points here and to see how you did. But I think that we got enough points to give you the prize. So you had that amazing stick that you got for your stem cell birthday. And, I wish I had been able to do something for you, but I hear that you've got a birthday coming up Thursday of next week.
Yes.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
This must be a good time of year for you with Thanksgiving and Christmas and your birthday.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And my grandpa's coming up that week too.
Yeah, Grandpa's coming for Christmas this year, so.
So with Alpha and Burned by Lax and Zombie Mesh and your dad, you've already got that beautiful stick, and I'm never going to be able to top it. But I was talking to your dad a little bit, and he mentioned with the way you play X that you'll probably go through shafts like they're nothing. So I talked to Mike from Burned by Lax, and he's got something he wants you to have. We have a True Alloy 6.0 Sci-Tie
No.
shaft here for you. And this thing is pretty much indestructible. And I really like it. I don't want to give it to you. I want to keep it, but I'm going to give it to you. It's really light and really strong. And I'm going to be sending this your way. And it's not orange, but it's a copper color that's as close to orange as we can get.
Oh, okay.
So, but that's not all.
He's
Awesome.
not wearing pajamas.
That's not all, dude. Did you hear that?
That's not all.
Andy.
Nope. So people have been very touched by, what you're doing and the whole story. So I talked to some other people as well. And Jovan Miller, who played for Syracuse, he was a professional lacrosse player at the Launch, Charlotte. He's going to be playing in the PLL this coming season. He's also got a shaft for you. So he's going to be sending that your way.
Yeah.
It's
Fry some eggs.
I would die some heads, all right.
a shaft that was used by a professional player at Syracuse.
That sucks that I'm not.
Dude, that's awesome.
That sucks that I'm a woman and not a guy.
Yeah, well, I got here. Say hi to Andy Sedura. Forgive me.
Hey, Savannah. And Joe Nardella, who's my guest on Plenty of Questions, played for the Blaze, a team with a nice orange jersey. Also is going to be sending you his jersey.
You just say your jersey.
No way.
Yeah, Sergio.
That's right.
First, too.
Yeah.
So we wanted to just say happy birthday, and we really appreciate all you're doing. It can't be easy to have been through what you've been through and to come out on the other side of it stronger and fighting for everybody else out there. And I love the fact that lacrosse has played a strong part in what your family has been through. So I hope you accept these birthday presents and that they bring you some joy.
Thank you from all of you.
Pretty sweet, dude.
So I'll send you some pictures right after this, and you can see what they look like.
That's
All right.
freaking sweet. I love a jersey. That's awesome, man.
Dude, we're gonna hang it up right next to your. Shall we show him the jersey real quick before he goes? Shall we go grab it? Hold on, Andy. We got something we want to show you.
Sure, no problem.
You scared the cat.
So who's got a better? While he's gone, who's got a better shot? You or your dad?
Yeah, don't lie.
My dad. He's got an 92?
87.
80. No.
Are we talking about his age? What?
No, my speed.
He acts like he's 87.
Now, obviously, the world is big. The lacrosse world is huge. Hockey has been a very big part of our thing. And
It made my toes
you mentioned Wayne
Wayne.
Wayne Gretzky. If it weren't for hockey and the hockey boots, his feet, which were the most affected by the chemotherapy, would not have healed as fast as they did. His foot in the skate kept his foot straight enough and the muscles to come back after atrophying so bad, and the damage that was caused by the chemotherapy, which is it happens to a lot of kids. The repair was much quicker.
That's amazing.
And it was odd. They're like, oh, I never thought about that. But you skate, it's that flat bottom, sole and in your boot, and it really kind of keeps your foot. You mold the skate to your foot. So we had that pre-mold done before he went in. So we had a mold. It was great. And so it really helped out. We decided the year after he was out, when the doctor said, yeah, you can go ahead and start playing again, that we would take him to Ty Gretzky's lacrosse hockey camp in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, up near where we used to live in Washington. And while we were there, we got to know Ty pretty well. And Coach Mark is one of the strength and development coaches for the Rangers. He was also at camp, one of the camp directors. But Wayne was also there, and they gave Tripp this jersey that Wayne actually signed for Tripp. And this is one of, you look around and what gives you drive, what gives you motivation, what really, pushes you to get better in anything. Doesn't matter, basketball, whatever, lacrosse, whatever. Having this be presented to him from Wayne Gretzky and from Ty, his son, was it was pretty monumental. And the fact that it was at a hockey camp a year after this experience, he should have never been there. He should have never been skating. He should have never been able to do the things that he was doing. And we have it hanging in the hallway, and we look at it every day. And it's the first thing that I see when I wake up, and I know it's one of the first things he sees when he walks out of his room.
Yep.
And it really is an icon to his fight. And sports are so important, and the fact that kids every day across the nation are told they're never going to play again, breaks my heart. And the fact that I've seen him do what he has done and what he is sharing with other kids and making it so that other kids have the opportunity to play, you can't, there's nothing else to say. It's just really,
that's pretty amazing. That's priceless. It's an amazing gift and something inspirational. And like you said, it's important to you guys, and you see it every day. Very nice. Greatest for many reasons. What kind of jersey was it?
It's a game. It's an unworn Rangers jersey.
It gave you a range. You couldn't have got one from one of the other teams?
No,
I'm just kidding.
They had a sale.
I think it's
Ranger
awesome that
jerseys.
it's Rangers. I'm just kidding.
That jersey coming, I'll tell you what, it will be framed and it will be hanging directly underneath this jersey.
Yeah, and Joe, Joe's going to be in the PLL too. So, and
well, when we watch his Face-Off Factory videos that he has on YouTube. I follow him. I take to heart his drills. We use them. If he were a face-off guy, I know Joe Beast would definitely be his nickname.
Yeah.
But he likes to score goals and crack heads from X, so we kind of stuck him, there. But we'll see. Maybe next season.
You can see these guys when they make it through. I hope they come close enough to you guys that you're able to go see them play, and who knows, maybe they'll even say hi.
Well, now that we have University of Utah went D1, we're getting a bunch of notice, and honestly, University of Utah is 2 hours away from us, 2.5 hours. So we've already went there and watched them play a red versus white scrimmage. We're going to go see some home games when they come. So having that venue, I think, may be very attractive to the PLL, and I really hope so. It's close enough to Denver, and it's on the way to Seattle. So, I don't see why they won't stop. And quite frankly, I'm going to write them and see if we can sway them to come on over. So
you're making a good argument. So you got me sold.
We'll see.
All right.
Pretty awesome.
Well, I appreciate everybody coming on. Plenty of questions. It's been great. Like I said, I'd love to throw some links in the comments about this video, and love to see you guys again at some point. Did you have any questions or any last things you wanted to say?
Yes.
What are you doing? Hold on, he's got the camera. Where are you going? What do you just turn the camera? Nope. There you go. What are you doing?
This. Wait. That is my wiener dog. That's Achilles. This. Sit. That's my bulldog.
Remember, he's taping this, so don't.
This is my. Wait.
They're adorable.
My cat. And then my fat cat is somewhere.
So you have a fat cat.
Hey.
If you're
You see her?
I can a little bit. I can see some of the
Kinda dark.
white.
Come here, sit on it.
Oh yeah,
all right.
very
That's
nice.
my fat cat.
The last one.
And then
You got it. You got
There's
it.
more.
Last thing.
is my
Oh,
turtle.
and that's also kind of a nickname, right?
It is.
Yes.
That's a hockey nickname.
And that was my first pet I was ever gonna get after my transplant.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Those are some awesome pets, and
Yes.
I have kind of a wiener dog too. Mine is half Dachshund, half Jack Russell Terrier. So
Ours is a dachshund.
yeah,
It's called a wiener dog.
mine's short and long like a Dachshund, but he looks more like a Jack Russell.
Mhm.
His name is Angus.
Remember we saw Angus yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's named after Angus Young from AC/DC.
You know Angus.
Mhm.
They're both short, scrappy guys. So. Well, thank you very much for joining me today on Plenty of Questions, and I look forward to doing this again with you sometime.
Okay.
Right. You have a great birthday and a great holiday season. I'll see you guys soon, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right,
And
thank
we
you.
will. We'll see you soon. Take
All
care.
right, have a good one.
Bye bye.